Good morning, challengers. I am so excited that you are here. It's day 2 of our prep week, and today I would like to talk about the nutrition plan and Portion Fix, why it's different than other diets that you've done in the past, how Shakeology can fit into all of that, and what it means to get all the nutrients that we need. So I am not a nutritionist. I will say that right up front. I am just sharing the things that I have learned along this journey. If you want to look more into it, there are all sorts of nutrition classes and courses and all that sort of thing. But I just want to share with you what I know and what I've learned from doing this the last year and a half or more, and how things have gone for me and why I really believe in this as opposed to whatever the latest fad diet is out there. So if you guys have done a diet in the past, cutting calories, starting to exercise, that sort of thing, you might recognize this cycle. It does tend to be a cycle. What we want to do is get off of that hamster wheel of losing the same 10 or 20 pounds over and over again. We want to get out of the habit of starting a diet and then having it crash and giving into cravings and temptation and then feeling super guilty and then gaining all the weight back, and then we start the cycle all over again. So what we often do is we decide that we want to eat healthy, we decide that we want to start exercising, we decide that we want to start a diet. And so we cut calories and we start exercising or not, but we cut those calories down and we try to eat better, but we aren't really paying as much attention to vitamins, minerals, macronutrients, and micronutrients that we really need to. So when we start that diet, we start it with a lot of motivation, a lot of determination. We're really gung-ho, and it goes well for the first 4 or 5 days. We might lose some weight, lose some water weight because we're eating a little healthier. Maybe we cut out sugar. Maybe we cut out quite so much caffeine. Those sorts of things will help us get started right and have some success right up front. After about 10 to 14 days, we start to be really nutrient deficient. We start to feel those cravings, right? If you look on the back of any packaging and the recommended daily allowance for that particular food, you'll notice that it's based on a 2,000 calorie diet. When we are on a diet, usually we're cutting calories and we are eating far less than those 2,000 calories. We're also not eating in necessarily the right proportions so that we're not getting all of the nutrients that we need. So we're nutrient deficient. We tend to be vitamin deficient. The processed foods that we tend to have in our diet these days, in the American diet, do not provide the nutrients that our bodies need. So if you are eating any of those processed foods, microwave meals, fast food, any of that, you're not getting the nutrients that you need. So you end up, after about a couple of weeks, being pretty nutrient deficient. And the way that that shows up, that nutrient deficiency shows up in the form of cravings, shows up in us being tired, irritable, moody, sluggish, hangry. If you've been hangry, it tends to be because we're not getting the nutrients that we need. So then we start having those cravings and those temptations. So we give into the cravings and temptations, and we have the chocolate cake or the pizza or the bag of chips or whatever it is that our body is craving in that moment. And then we feel guilty, right? And then the guilt comes in. We can't even stick to a diet. Why is it so hard? And we might as well just give up. And then we go back to our old habits. We start eating the way that we did before. We start eating like 12-year-olds, lots of processed food, or just lots of everything in sight, or for me, it tends to be lots of sugar and cheese. Oh, I love the cheese and bread, right? But I can't have a balanced, nutrient-rich diet of cheese and bread and candy. That doesn't give my body what it needs. So then I go back to, oh my God, I need to diet. So I start the whole cycle all over again. So what I really want to do this week is help you guys to get out of that cycle, to get out of that rut, and really embrace this portion fix nutrition plan and the Shakeology. I know that you probably haven't gotten your Shakeology yet. It's on the way, but when you do get it, take a look at the back of that package. Shakeology is different. It's not just a protein shake. It's a meal replacement shake. So Shakeology has all those nutrients that you need. So take a look at that. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it tomorrow, talk a little bit more about the nutrients tomorrow. But what I want to encourage you guys to do is really investigate that portion fix program. Yesterday I showed you the Fixate. Make sure that you watch those foundational videos on the containers and meal prep and the pantry raid, and get to know what those meals look like. Take a look at the recipes in the Fixate cooking program. Pick out a couple of things that you think might be interesting, that pick out a couple of recipes that appeal to you, and make those recipes, portion them out so that you know you're getting the right portions, and give it a try. See what you think. I think that the meals are really tasty, and it's pretty easy to get those portions in during the day. So that's what I have for you today. We're going to work on stopping this cycle of dieting and then crashing and then guilt and then dieting. So let's all work together to start to understand that portion fix program. If you have questions about portion fix, if you have questions about the containers, I know you haven't gotten all of your stuff yet, so it's in the mail, it's coming, and it'll make more sense when you get it all, and you can start to play with those containers. But if you have any questions about any of the stuff that you see in the videos, or anything that you can be doing now to get started with all of that, let me know. Post in the comments below. Let's have conversations about it. Post in the comments below if you see a recipe in Fixate that you're going to try. Let us know how it goes. Let us know what you think. If it's phenomenal, fabulous. Let everyone know so they can try it too. So that's what I have for you today. Really start investigating those recipes. Really start thinking about eating those whole, nutritious, nutrient-rich foods, and making sure that you're getting the right portions of things. So let me know what questions you have. Post below. Let me know how it's going, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye.